An unbelievable party to welcome Flamengo's players in Brasília for the Supercup final. Flamengo, the multi-champion, arrives for the final against Corinthians, the Brazilian League champion, facing the Brazil Cup champion. With the presence of Lucas Paquetá and some other listed players like De La Cruz and Danilo, players who were recovering. Saul traveled, but he's not fit to play. And before we bring you this party, this craziness that was Flamengo's arrival in Brasília, with even aerial footage, we want to thank the samurai who did that for us. So guys, we have some important information here about the reason, right? There are even Flamengo fans boarding. Look at Vidal boarding for Brasília. And posting, he posted this here. Look, justice for Orella, we're together, Orella? Look, my ear is big, we're together. So justice for Orella, what happened is absurd, right, guys? It's absurd, it's shameful, right? We really hope that justice will be served in this matter. There's no age, right? There's no age, this can't happen. I'm passionate about my dogs, I'm passionate about animals. Getting to the point where this happened is shameful, For your memory, for everything. Orella, we're together, okay? Look, man, I'm with everyone who's in this fight, too. We start off right away before we call here with the fans' celebration in Brasília, Flamengo's arrival in Brasília. We get here talking about Alan's situation. Why wasn't Alan included? Even Saul, who was injured, right? Had surgery, was included? The answer is simple. It's not ideal for a player linked to Corinthians or possibly negotiating with them to play in an important match against Corinthians, right? Raiz Simplicio reported that Corinthians has once again shown interest in signing Alan from Flamengo and is considering a possible move with the club from Rio. The midfielder was left out of the list of Flamengo's squad for the Supercopa do Brasil. This fact increases the speculation about his future, right? Raiz Simplicio bringing this up, so the player didn't even travel. He didn't play precisely against Corinthians, which is the team interested in him. Makes sense, right? Felipe Luis brought Saul, who just had surgery, on the trip, but Alan wasn't even included. He's another player who hasn't been used much, who sometimes isn't even included for some games and all that. He's another player who goes on that list, right? Juninho, Vinha, Alan, Sian, and now I'm even going to talk about that, this turnaround and everything else. There are other names too, right, who left Flamengo and weren't being used, like Michael, right? And Flamengo is following that path. They keep in the group, keep in the squad, the players they want to use, the players who weren't being included or who are kind of being sidelined. Flamengo is working to reduce payroll, which is good, especially with many young players rising from the youth academy. And what about Flamengo's negotiations with Red Bull? Things have cooled off with Bragantino for Sian, right? We have some important information here which VN brought, and we've confirmed that the information is serious, okay? Sian likely won't join Red Bull Bragantino now, since the São Paulo club tried to change the payment terms and wanted to split it over 2 years, right? Because of Sociedade Anônima do Futebol regulations and all that, they couldn't do it. Flamengo didn't accept the change in the payment terms, the change in the agreement, right? So Flamengo didn't accept it, so the deal was called off and the player might be reintegrated. Flamengo will consider new offers, will try to negotiate him abroad, will try to look for options. But there was a lot of talk in the Russian media. Some even said that Zenit was interested in the player, but a source close to Flamengo's management denies it. They said Zenit wasn't interested, okay? He continues training at Ninho do Urubu, so while his future is being decided, he will probably be reintegrated into Flamengo. Anyway, he keeps training and Flamengo is evaluating possibilities for the future of Uólis Iãng, right? So the board can look for a new negotiation or choose to reintegrate the player into the main squad. We'll see. It will depend on Coach Felipe Luis's decision. Now that you're here, the beautiful arrival is complete. Hey guys, red-black greetings from Flamengo. Welcome to the Paparazzo Rubro Negro channel. If you're new here, please follow, like, and share on all platforms. On YouTube, subscribe, turn on notifications, and like the video. All right, now, have you subscribed yet? Have you helped us out or not? I'll wait. So you subscribed, hit the button, and then you came in full force. So let's check out Mango's arrival in Brasília.
Dimitor Zuck.
Mengon players arriving at the hotel in Brasília. Coach Felipe Luis in the center of the image. These are the Mengo players arriving for the Supercup final. Alexandro next. Rodrigo Paiva, Director of Communications for Flamengo's professional football. Ayrton Lucas with Leo Ortiz and Vital. Thank you. 3 defenders arriving together. Everton Cebolinha on the phone. These are the Mangon players. Lucas Paquetá. The new signing for Flamengo is Lucas Paquetá on his first trip back to Flamengo. Greeting the fans, Lucas Paquetá appears together with Danilo. He went to the crowd. Lucas Paquetá's around. Emerson Royal and you, right now with people, are the Mango players arriving for the Supercopa Rey. Danilo, in the center of the image, was listed to play starting tomorrow. Emerson Royal, together with Gonzalo Plata. Diogo Alves, the goalkeeper, André Everton Araújo. Some fans criticizing some players. Jorginho waving to the fans. Jorginho, the captain of the red-black team, BH27. He's going to greet the fans. Henrique is going to greet the fans. Samuel Lino, Guilherme Varela, Jorge Carrascal with Nico de la Cruz. Following Arrascaeta, the Uruguayan midfielder Luis Araujo is back. And even saw Saul Niguez with an orthopedic boot. Lucas Paquetá, Lucas Paquetá, Lucas Paquetá, waving to the fans. Rodrigo Caio, permanent assistant of Clube de Regatas do Flamengo. Eric Pulgaro, Flamengo's defensive midfielder. José Boto, Flamengo's technical football director, accompanied by Andriy Fetchenkov. Erico. Flamengo's delegation arrives for the Supercup. RIO Dr. Fernando Sasaki. Agustin Rossi, the goalkeeper, is apparently the last player. Rossi is over there greeting the fans, and behind him is Deco Rossman, the club's institutional relations manager, and Rossi is greeting all the fans. The red and black goalkeeper, the red and black wall, is Agustin Rossi. And this? Flamengo has arrived at the B Hotel in Brasília. And look, Pedro Guilherme, the striker Reverencia, who greeted the fans outside and will greet the fans here inside the B Hotel in Brasília. Defender Leo Pereira is still missing. Pedro Guilherme keeps greeting the fans one by one. Really cool attitude from the striker. Reverencia Pedro Guilherme. And Pedro is still there greeting the fans. Pedro Guilherme is taking a lot of pictures. Greeting all the fans.
With photos,
autographs, videos, lots of kids. Even here on the inside. Pedro Guilherme shows a great attitude as he comes through now. Pedro is waving to the fans. He's also coming here to greet the fans. Amazing Pedro Guilherme, amazing Pedro, the number 9 for the red and black, greeting all the fans. Let's get Pedro's autograph. And
Pedro is signing autographs for the fans present.
Examine Pedro Guilherme's autograph up close. Reverencia is the top red-black striker.
All details of this movement.
sensational here.
Pedro is finally entering the hotel, but Leo Pereira is still missing. Here he comes now.
Defender Leo Pereira, the last player to enter the hotel, arrives accompanied by club staff Rubens Pimentel from security and Alexander Santos.
Pedro is still going to greet fans in front. And he's the last Flamengo player to enter the hotel. And now look, Leo Pereira is entering the hotel. The last Flamengo player to enter is the defender Leo Pereira.
Players over there, see? The players went to the fans, Pedro? Went to the fans were excited, the players arrived at the club. We're right at the hotel entrance. However, the Flamengo team will stay here for tomorrow's game against Corinthians. Many fans, many players have already come down. There's already a player coming down over there, and then Flamengo already at the hotel.